If you feel like your body isn't bouncing back the way it used to after 40, what if the key to healing isn't another diet or supplement, but returning to the way God designed your body to renew itself? Today we're diving into how fasting can activate deep healing in your body and soul, and why it's a biblical principle for renewal at every stage of life. I'm Dr. Tabatha, your Christian physician. I'm a triple board certified OBGYN turned functional medicine physician, and I'm here to bring you the truth about what's really going on in your body. Not what the world says, but what God says. So let's get into it. Let's talk about the miracle of fasting. It is our superpower from God. It is actually the quickest way to get in alignment energetically and reconnect with God, our Creator. He made us, so He knows how we work, and when we're struggling and we have issues, He's the one who knows how to fix us and help us through this. We think we know best, but we don't. Some of the things that you're carrying, those burdens that you are struggling with, are a reason that you're holding on to extra weight, onto pain, onto diseases. You need to release them and let them go. Give them back over to God. They're not your burdens to carry. So when we look at fasting in the Bible, fasting is a really powerful tool given to us to not only heal us physically, it does all kinds of amazing things, but to heal us spiritually. Jesus modeled this the best. Anytime he wanted to have a conversation with God, he wanted clarity on what the next step was, the plans, or if he just wanted to worship and give thanks, he would fast and pray. And when I think of Jesus going off to fast and then going into the wilderness for 40 days, that fasting gave him the ability to handle the trials and tribulations that were coming, and even to handle the devil. He had 3 encounters with the devil in the wilderness. He was hungry, he was tired, and he needed strength. And so you would think after 40 days of fasting, you would be so exhausted that you would just give in to all of those temptations, but it's actually the opposite. It makes you stronger, it makes you resilient and tenacious, and gives you the strength from God to actually deal with those demons. So I love fasting. I have seen countless women in my Fast to Faith sisterhood have profound transformations when they actually start fasting for spiritual strength and not just weight loss. So fasting can just be this powerful act of devotion and humility and really help you connect with God. But it's even more than that. It is you relying on your body's innate ability to shift over and survive and thrive. So for many years, I ran a fasting program for women over 40. We had great results. Women would lose weight, have better energy, sleep better. And then when the program was done, they went back to their old life and they regained the weight and they felt like crap again. There was a really important part of fasting that was missing, and that was God. We need to get back to our Creator. And when you invite God into your health journey, everything shifts. So God gave me this download at one point, and He said, start teaching women how to feed their soul. And that changed everything. So I added daily scripture into our fasting program, and I learned how to activate the living, nourishing word of the Bible. It's actually there to guide you in your everyday life. The Bible is called the Holy Bible. Holy means set apart. There is something miraculous about reading the Bible. It gives you power. And when you add that piece to fasting, everything changes. You're no longer relying on yourself, but you're activating physical healing and spiritual healing. And that makes you unstoppable. So I want to just explain what Fast to Faith is, because you need this in your life if you're a woman over 40. I promise you, this is how God created you to function. He created you to be able to get into a fasted state on a regular basis, and then have a feast time where you're celebrating, you're enjoying the amazing healthy food that He gave us to eat. Not the standard American diet, but the food that He gave us. I call those faith foods. Those are clean animal proteins, healthy fats, nuts, seeds, vegetables, fruits, all those good things that He gave us. So when you do the Fast to Faith program, the first thing you're going to notice is that you regain your metabolic flexibility. What does that feel like? You're not hungry all the time. You can break up with sugar. You're not craving sugar and junk food anymore. It is so freeing to have that addiction gone. That's the first thing you're going to notice. The second thing you're going to notice is that you can go long time periods without food, and that you're sleeping better, and that your energy is better, and your brain is working amazingly well. And then you're going to notice that your weight starts to shed. You just start to release the weight that you have been carrying for so long. And here's a secret. Part of the weight that you are holding on to isn't because of what's going on physically. It's because of what's going on mentally and spiritually. You are carrying all the burdens of all the people around you, your co-workers, your family, your husband, all of these things, and you don't need to be carrying those. So when you start to read scripture every day as part of your fasting protocol, you hand that stuff over to God, I promise you the weight will start to fall off, because if you are feeling like you're carrying a lot of burdens, your body will continue to carry a lot of weight. I know this sounds a little woo-woo, but I promise you it's so true. I've watched thousands of women shed all of their excess weight that they were carrying once they really just started handing everything over to God. Every single morning we just start in scripture, we read the scripture, we connect with Him and hand over our burdens. It's a game changer. So if you haven't done fasting with God, it's time to start. You're not only going to heal your physical body, get all the physical benefits like regulate your blood sugar, reverse insulin resistance and prediabetes or diabetes, get rid of fatty liver, have deep autophagy healing, which means getting rid of precancerous cells and all those diseases that are trying to develop. But you're also going to actually be in alignment with your Creator and feel satisfied for the first time in your life that you're living the way that God actually designed you to live for the purpose He designed you for. So I hope to see you in the Fast to Faith app. It is such an incredible sisterhood of women who can't wait to know you and pour into you and support you and be a cheerleader for you and celebrate you all the way. I hope to see you in there. Want to understand even deeper why fasting transforms not just your health, but your purpose? Watch my next video, why fasting works better than cleansing. Click here to keep growing stronger in your body and spirit.